Welcome back to the 2018 SCAC Fall Media Days. It is day 8 of our coverage here as we take a look at the Schreiner Mountaineers volleyball program as they head into the 2018 season. Let's welcome in head coach Alyssa Hanley and sophomore setter Alexis Coronado. And Coach and Alexis, first of all, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Coach, I'll start with you now in your first full season with the program. You jumped on board last year in 2017, and I know you talked about going into the season how quick and sort of hectic everything was to get the season started. What's sort of the biggest takeaway you took from last year, and how much have you really benefited from sort of having a full season with you, recruiting-wise and everything heading into this 2018 year?
Yeah, so we have a good group of returners coming back. It definitely made a huge difference that I can already see just in a day and a half of practices. The returners now understand my expectations. They know the systems that we're running. So that's definitely a huge advantage compared to last year, stepping in day one, not really having a foundation behind us. So having that core group come back and lead these new people and kind of fill them in and kind of back me up on what kind of system we're running is life-changing.
Alexis, you're a part of that returning core group that was there a season ago. You're in your sophomore year, so like Coach Hanley, you arrived together on campus, kind of not knowing what to expect. What have you seen different from Coach this year in her second year, and have you seen sort of that level of consistency that maybe wasn't there a season ago now with a year under everyone's belt?
Well, it was great to be able to have this spring with her because we were able to go over more things and get ready for the next season. Different-wise, she's still very organized. She goes over everything in practice that we're going to do, and I wouldn't say there's much of a difference. If anything, just because we have more people, we're able to do more drills, play more 6-on-6, and stuff like that.
Coach, you bring in 10 freshmen this season. Camp, I would imagine, is a huge opportunity for you to begin to sort of form the identity of what this group is going to be about, what this program is going to be about. What is key for you over the course of this camp to help integrate these 10 freshmen, these newcomers, into this program and continue to build and head in the direction that you want to there at Schreiner?
Yeah, so the recruiting process is kind of the first step in finding those key athletes and what kind of culture we want to have in our program. We spend a lot of time making sure that we're bringing in the right pieces and making sure that they're going to mesh together. So that's huge. And camp was big for us too. We had a lot of girls, 11 of the 16 show up to help run camp. And so that was a good opportunity to see kind of what their personalities were going to be like individually, but also together. And so far I'm ecstatic. I know we're going to have a really good season. These girls are young, but they're really hungry to be good. So I'm just excited.
Alexis, for you, despite being a sophomore, I would imagine that Coach is probably going to lean on you and some of the others to really be a part of that leadership group with this team. For you, has there been a different mindset now coming back in your second season, and how have you kind of began to integrate these newcomers, the 10 freshmen that are a part of this team this season?
So being a sophomore, it is going to be a little different because as a freshman you're learning everything new, but now as a sophomore and as a upperclassman, since we don't have any seniors, Coach is holding us more accountable because we already know from last year what she expects and everything. So what's different this year is we're making sure all the freshmen know what they're supposed to do, leading the warm-up, all the little things. It's important to make sure that they know that everything we do is important in practice to make sure we are prepared for games.
Coach, as you look at this preseason, what are some of the things that you're really trying to hope to accomplish throughout the course of these practice sessions leading up to the season that will be key in order for this team to continue and take the right steps in the direction you want to move this program?
Yeah, so, from last year, what I've learned, the biggest thing for us is going to be culture. We had a discussion yesterday in practice and the day before that in our team meeting about team. That's going to be the word for the season is team. It's about the we and not the me. This is a team sport. You can't win it by yourself. So I think, the first couple weeks, just making sure that we remind each other that that's what we're focused on. That's going to be huge for us leading into, this tough conference.
Alexis, wrapping things up with you, going off of what Coach said and sort of that team mentality, as you look ahead to this season, what are some of the goals for this group? What do you hope to accomplish with this 2018 version of the Schreiner volleyball program?
I would say the major goal is to make it to the conference tournament this year. That's what we're really working toward. Yes, that's the main goal. So, and then team-wise, I would also say to work on bonding and have good chemistry and communication, because that really helps in practice and in games.
And finally, Coach, for you, for fans of your program, for family that comes out and is supporting Schreiner this year when it comes to your volleyball team, what can they expect to see? What do you hope to really be kind of the identity that they can count on, day in and day out with this volleyball program this season?
I hope to change the mentality of Schreiner within our own group, our own team, our own school, and on the exterior. I think we need to have a better sense of pride in our school and in our team, and I hope that people can see that that's what we're all about, and we're proud to be Schreiner Volleyball, and we're going to do really awesome things.
The Schreiner Mountaineers volleyball program, head coach Alyssa Hanley and sophomore setter Alexis Coronado will lead the Mountaineers into the 2018 season as they open up play Friday, August 31st when they take on Hendricks. Coach Hanley, Alexis, thanks so much for joining us today, and best of luck as you move into the season.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
So much.